So the second problem, whatever it is given that h of e power of j omega whole square is equal to 1 by 1 plus 64 omega power of 6. So you need to determine the analog Butterworth low pass filter transfer function. So how to determine is, first let us consider the magnitude square response of the magnitude Butterworth filter, which is modulus of h of e power of j omega the whole square. So what is given is 1 plus 1 by 64 omega power of 6. So this let us try to express in terms of 1 by 1 plus omega by omega c. There you can able to calculate what is the value of n as well as the cutoff frequency omega c. So this is expressed as 1 divided by 1 plus 2 omega whole power of 6, and then this omega can be written as omega divided by omega c, thereby we are getting omega c as 1 by 2, and whole power of 6 we can split it as 2n, so that it is the 6 can be splitted it as 2 into 3. So let us compare this particular he of j omega whole square in terms of the standard equation. Already we have seen the standard equation h of modulus of h of omega whole square is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus omega by omega c power of 2n. So if I am going to compare these two h of omega, I am getting as omega c is equal to 1 by 2 and n is equal to 3. Okay, so hence the order of the filter is n is equal to 3 and the cutoff frequency is 1 by 2. Okay, now once you calculate the order of the filter and the cutoff frequency, will be able to locate the poles of the Butterworth filter. So already we have seen the expression for the Butterworth filter. The pole expression is pk is equal to plus or minus omega c e power of j 2k plus n plus 1 into pi divided by 2n. So in this, let us substitute the different ranges of k. As you know, the range of k is 0, 1, 2, 3 up to n minus 1, and parallelly we will substitute n is equal to 3 and omega c is equal to 1 by 2, and let us calculate each and every value of the poles. So let us substitute k is equal to 0 here, k is equal to 0, and we'll calculate what is p naught. So we are getting p naught is equal to plus or minus 1 by 2 e power of j 4 pi by 6. And then let us simplify this. So e power of j theta, it is nothing but cos theta plus j sin theta, and theta is 2 pi by 3. Substitute the corresponding values. We are getting the p naught as plus or minus 1 by 2 minus 0.5 plus j 0.866. Okay, so these are the two poles, and parallelly we'll check the other poles also by substituting k is equal to 1, and by substituting k is equal to 1 we are getting p1 as minus 0.5 and plus 0.5, and then we'll substitute the next value of k is equal to 2, and let us simplify. We are getting two poles. One is minus 0.25 minus j 0.433, and the other pole is 0.25 plus j 0.433. So in this, let us substitute all the poles on the S plane and we'll try to locate the location of the poles. So we are getting the pole P naught, which can be taken as S1, while substituting for the polynomial it can be substituted as S minus S1. So the first pole P naught, which is minus 0.25 plus j 0.433. See, this is the P naught. So I am replacing this P naught with S1 and its conjugate as minus 0.25 minus j 0.433, and the second pole is for substituting of k is equal to 1 we are getting as 0.5 and the other one is plus 0.5. So using that I am going to write the transfer function. So the transfer function can be expressed as h of s is equal to, see all these expressions already we have studied while deriving the derivation of Butterworth filter design. So in that you have the design, the HI of S is equal to omega c power of n divided by S minus S1 into S minus S1 conjugate into S minus S2. So as we are having the three poles which is lying only on the left hand side, whereas the poles which lies on the right hand side we have omitted. So only the poles which is lying on the left hand side we have taken it for calculation of the Butterworth polynomial. So let us substitute the value of S1, S1 conjugate and S2. Okay, then if you multiply you are getting the transfer function. The final transfer function h of s is equal to 0.125 into divided by s square plus 0.5s plus 0.25 into s plus 0.5. Okay, this is about the second problem. Okay students, let us continue in the next video. Thanks for your time. Thank you.